Are you ready to level up your chatting game? Here are 7 stages in chatting that you must master to get the best amount of sales for your agency, for you as an independent chatter, to perform at a top tier chatting ability level. Okay, now that that's out of the way, that's all I'm going to be going over. So stay tuned to the last one is the keyest, the best one. So stay along. Introductory, obviously. We get an intro message for Onlyfans that's automated, but first impressions count. The automated message needs to be on point. You can discuss with changing it, split testing it, what's going to work, whether you have a PPV as automated or you have nothing and just a photo and a bit of text. Plus, the first message, the introductory, is, welcoming them to joining on OF and perhaps getting a couple points. So that message needs to be keyed in and locked, okay? By meaning that everyone is a little bit different. You can't just copy paste. If they're showing their name, put in their name. There's small details like that. Where do they come from? Find out these little first message intros, okay? You can ask those questions or not. Then it's the report stage. Report is very, very important. And if you can now land a good report for then when you go into sexting and upselling, you're going to have the key information that you can use to perform, okay? Where they're from, time zone. What do they do for work? Animals, that kind of stuff. What are they into? Fetishes, that kind of stuff. So, report is very, very foundational, okay? That needs to be put in there in the notes. Okay, now the next one is then transitioning. Where are you right now? Are you at home? Are you at work? This is a kind of transition check stage, okay? By having a good transition that's smoothly, you are then going to set it up for the next stage, okay? So if you just go report to sexting, there's no bridge, okay? You got to have a bridge. What are you doing right now? Are you home? Are you at work? You can work with that stuff. That's a transition stage, okay? Now the next stage is the sexting stage. Yes, I'm at home. Okay, then you can begin to use the scripts that are provided and then start to go through that. So maybe a free piece of content going into the next stage, which is upselling. Now, a common mistake chatters get is, and this can be prevented by having chat managers and viewing their screen and guiding them to perform the best, okay? Now that is upselling. The upselling stage becomes a mistake because maybe it's a limiting belief that you need to, as a chatter, as you chatting, to break through, or it's a little bit of laziness due to the fact you don't know the actual value of the content, or you're not provided the right scripts and guidelines. So upselling is very key, okay? We want to always have an upsell. I've done another video on this, and it's because upselling sometimes may be challenging for chatters, but you want to have a perceived value as higher. Now, a tip on top of the upselling, what I've done in my agency is to add in extra content and extra videos, extra photos, to then bring up the perceived value. So 1 minute, maybe they might buy for 10 to 15. But if they're buying another 1 minute, it's too short. Some of these guys need longer. So what you do is you add in more content. So revolutionary, but it's true. You want to add in more content to have a perceived higher value on what they're buying, because the people that you're mostly selling to is logical. Okay, logical thinkers. So if they think that they get more, then you can charge more. Okay? Now the next thing, after all that's done, and the upselling's done, it is aftercare. Now, aftercare is having a scripted message where where you say you become that girlfriend, that loving, caring person that they are not going to just delete the account straight after. So having that in place is going to be very, very, very important, to have an aftercare system that you have in place, and even a cooldown system for that specific shift. So then the other shifts are not continue to sell. Okay? So then the final one is nurturing. Now, a nurturing process, because not everyone every single day is going to be able to buy. It's just common sense, right? Except for a few, there is exceptions, right? But the nurturing stage is very important, because you're setting them up. You're getting to have more information. You're going through the report stage. You're going through that again, but you're not necessarily going to always try and sell them. Why? Because maybe they don't have the money. They spent all their money, right? But you still want to be nice and kind for when they do get paid, or when they do want to purchase again. So nurturing stage, and females are really good at nurturing. So a female chatter or a guy that's chatting, you're going to have good communication in what you're saying, and not becoming off too pushy, okay? Because guys can pick up on that. You just want to be genuine and nurture another day, okay? So these are the 7 stages in chatting that you must master to become the best chatter out there. Now, there is further details in each one of these points, and there are systems in place, but this is just a broad, holistic overview of chatting, the chatting guide to level up your game. And I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, what is your strong point, and I'll see you in the next video.